Right, here we are, gonna assemble this flintlock. This is the flintlock that I made. I'm gonna assemble it back up again. If I can remember where it all goes. Right, put a trigger in first. This is the trigger mechanism. It's a little pin that goes through there. Goes in that way. That in there. This thing in the back here is called a T-nut. Little wood screw in there. That's it tight. That's tight. So, trigger assembly in. I'll build up the lock. This is a lock mechanism. The flint's held in by that screw there. It's in a piece of leather, and I'll take that out. So, first of all, got the spring, the main trigger spring. It's actually two springs together, held by a brass band. And the idea was this outer spring here is weaker spring than the inner one. So when you pull it onto half cock, it activates the weaker spring, and then when you go on the full cock, it activates both springs together, and the second spring's a lot stronger. Because when it's only on half cock, you don't want a strong spring, so if it goes off, it doesn't fire the flint. So that just goes on there. Put it in the down position first. I just put that on there, just flick it up onto there. Then this is the latch mechanism that fits in to, that's half cock position and that's the full cock position. So that goes in on that little thing there, like that. And when it pulls onto half cock, it goes into that first notch, like that. Then this spring goes on. This is the trigger spring. Just holds the trigger spring down like that. There's a little nut on it just to stop this moving up and down. It can't come off because it pushes against the back of here, so that nut can't come off anyway. It's only there to stop this trigger assembly floating about. It doesn't really do a great lot. So that's just a nice spring. So that goes, that's first cock, half cock I should say, and you pull it right back, that's in full cock position. this is the pan. Now the way I made this pan, if anybody's interested, was I got two pieces of metal like this and I put them together like that, put them in the vise, and I drilled the centre out, and when they're both drilled out, just stick them apart and you've got one hole, got half a hole. That's why it's a little bit, it looks like a drill at the bottom. That's where the drill finished off. That's how I made that pan. Pan just fits in. Like that. This plate I just got from a car body shop. Is to repairing cars with, making sills or chassis or something like this. This bit of steel here, this came from B&Q, that came from B&Q. This is the frizzen. This is actually an old file. This is an old file, this bit, which I heated up and then bent round, and then I've ground all the edges off the file, all the sharp edges off. So that's a nice hard piece of steel. Goes in there like that. That's the right screw for there. I don't think it is. That's the right one. Not sure now. No, it's not. That's the right one in there. I'd do with some better screws for these. These are posi screws, and I'd do with some ordinary cheese-headed plain screwdriver screws, because they don't look very authentic. So there you've got your mechanism, the main spring, trigger spring, frizzen, the pan and the main cock. This is a little spacer that goes on to that female screw, and what that does, that spacer enters into that little cavity there to centralise that spring when it's in position. So all this lot goes in there. This is the breech plug and the part that holds the back of the barrel down. I've just engraved my initials in. Normally this would be threaded into the back of here, and it'll be in permanently because that's your breech plug. No, this can't fire, because if you try to put gunpowder in there and fire it, it'd just blow it straight out the back there. So it's impossible for this gun to fire, and there's no touch hole in the side. The touch hole would have to be there. There'd have to be a hole there, so when the powder in the pan would flash through the touch hole and fire the main charge. A bit of a disaster then, the wind blew the door closed. So the breech plug goes in there to the barrel. The barrel goes into position. The breech plug's held in by a screw here. Barrel is held on by this metal band, a steel band at the front. This is the only thing that holds the barrel on at the front. Just make sure it's on. Nice and tight, holds the barrel in position. Like that. Just a little tiny screw in the bottom that just stops the band coming off. Doesn't really do much of anything, just stops the band sliding off, although it wouldn't slide off anyway. So that is it, assembled. All you need is one screwdriver, and you can pull the whole thing together, pull the whole thing apart and put it back together. Half cock. So the normal, if you was loading thing, if it was to fire, what you would do is pull it back to half cock, open the frizzen, get your black powder, put some black powder in the pan here, and there would be a touch hole there. So put some black powder in the pan, then you close your frizzen down. Your frizzen stops it getting wet and stops the powder coming out. And this is a flint. When the flint strikes down the frizzen, it creates a spark, shaves sparks off here, hot sparks. This opens, sparks go into the pan, flash the gunpowder, which flashes through the touch hole and the main charge is inside. So the procedure for loading it is put the hammer on half cock, powder in the pan, close the frizzen, Now the reason you have a weak spring, I've put a weak spring in there, is if you caught that now accidentally, it wouldn't go off because it's not fast enough. The hammer is not fast enough. So that's why it's only operating on a weak spring. Thus the term going off at half cock. So you put it on half cock, fill your pan full of powder, close the frizzen, you put your gunpowder down the barrel, put your musket ball in with the pattern on a patch, ram it down, make sure it's fully back down to this position, and when you're ready to fire you put it on full cock and you're ready to roll. And that's it.